of my late father. I said, sir, I have now decided to do this. I need 2 consultants. So 4 weeks passed and I was upset. I said, yeah, what kind of a Duke is he? He did not reply. But suddenly I got 4 CVs from an organization in UK giving reference of the Duke, and 2 were of the principal and 2 were of an architect. So we selected them, 1 from each, and we got them here, and they were so committed people. We sent them throughout Pakistan, Jao, Dekho, what do we have? They went to every place in Punjab, frontier, apna Mari gaye, Quetta also, and they came back, they said, we'll make something better than what you have. And this is what they have done. I'm very grateful to them. They prepared the conceptual plan. We then gave it to 6 local architects, and we asked them to select. One of them, of course, one of my good friends, he was unhappy because he was number 2, but that's why we didn't want to interfere. It's better to give it to those who know the business better. And now, mashallah, it's looking beautiful. We are short of money because the project costs have gone up, steel prices, cement prices. But we are hoping that we will be able to finish this school. But it seems very difficult if we are able to start it this year. My efforts will be to start it. I hope we can. Because we are trying to start with 135 or 270 boys. And this will be for O and A level. Ultimately, we are going to have a international baccalaureate. As you know, this is something new. And this, I am told, is considered to be the best curriculum coming up in the world. They've introduced it in Far East, they've introduced it in England. There are already 300 schools there. And in Europe, this belongs to Europe, and in America also. So inshallah, we hope we can start, we will make effort. They have already appointed a British principal from Manchester. He has 20 years of experience just as a principal, 10 years in Argentina and 10 years in Nigeria. Very good man, elderly, 62 years of age, but very keen. I've got him a visa, he's waiting for me to call him Ajao, because he's an expensive man. I can't afford him doing nothing. He's got to be occupied. So I thought once we are sure that the school will start this September, because August is the month of Ramzan, I'm sure we will do our best. So tell me now, what other questions you have? Have I covered your points?
Yeah, you just covered our first 2 questions, that an overview of the school and the initiative behind it and the level of education. Are you trying to also expand the education once the school starts? I mean, what are you aiming?
Yes, you see, yes, we have very big plans, and I just hope that I receive the support from my friends and well-wishers as I have received for this first leg of our journey, which is the boys' school. The second journey is going to be a girls' boarding school, and the third, inshallah, will be a national university of some stature. Because, as I said, education is very important, and we are not going to cut corners because it is a not-for-profit. There is no profit motivation here. The only motivation and mission is to provide the best possible education and create good leaders. We want better. We want leaders as we saw during the time of partition. I had the good fortune, you should bring the photograph from the outside. My father on one side, Mr. Jinnah on one, and I am walking in the center. So that was a great, I think somehow or the other, that little association of mine with Jinnah Sahab has always given me a very strong feeling for Pakistan and the desire to do something extraordinary. So God has also been kind. He's given me that strength and that determination to pursue and to complete this project. So
basically your inspiration was that association with Mr. Jinnah?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
How important do you think is marketing in building the name of a school? How important do you think it has been up till now, and how it will further provide, funds?
I think marketing is very important. That's why we have selected this young man, and we have got to now be very aggressive. Once we know when is our school going to open, then we are going to, because last year we wanted to open it, but we could not. We spent unnecessarily on marketing over 9 million rupees. Now when we depend on donations, I don't think it is fair of us to make such mistakes, because everyone expects that every penny which we receive is well used in promoting, in completing this project. So marketing is very important. And I think what we intend doing is not only marketing this project in Pakistan, all parts of Pakistan, all provinces of Pakistan, because I would like this school to be a Pakistani school. It doesn't mean that if I have set it up in Karachi, that the boys of Karachi or Sindh have a preference. We will have boys from all parts of Pakistan. And we intend also offering from day one, 15% students will receive full scholarship. And this 15% inshallah will rise to 50. So our object is that the elite or the well-to-do class and the deserving class should grow together. They both should know each other. They both must have sympathy for each other. They must have love and affection for each other. And they must learn from each other. I think this is very important.
This will also decrease the disparity.
Disparity, correct, yes. And then, you see, if an elite boy sits with a lower middle class, at least he will understand what his problems are. How can he help them? You know, now it's not only education, but materially also they need help.
And you know, there's fierce competition between private schools and institutions in Pakistan when it comes to the urban areas. How is your school set apart from those other institutions?
You know, when you go to the school, you will see that the Hub School is uncomparable with any school in Pakistan. I'm not boasting, I'm not blowing my own trumpet, but my mission has been to give to Pakistan something which they have not seen before. And inshallah, the education also which we shall provide will be the best. My principal has already started interviewing teachers from Sri Lanka, from UK, from even Canada. So we are not going to cut any corners. We will provide the best. So I don't think there is any competition in my sector at all. The only thing is, of course, that we will be charging fees from those who will be able to pay. And as this is a boarding school, we have fixed a reasonable fee. Maybe it might sound high. It is going to be 60,000 rupees a month. It is high fees. But then the facilities, when you see it, the rooms will be air conditioned, the classrooms will be air conditioned, the laboratories will be well fitted, IT will be very well organized. IT is very important, and the sports field, swimming pool, riding, we will have a lot of facilities, inshallah. Because I have also been to a boarding school. When we came from Pakistan, this is why I say on merit, when we came, my father was a member of parliament, but he said, I will not use my influence to get you admission. And in those days, Karachi Grammar and St. Pat's were two well-known schools, but he did not use his influence. यहाँ तो आजकल हम सब सिफारिश ही करते हैं. We go to our father, मुझे ये नहीं हो रहा, वो हो रहा. But stand on your own feet, यार. So we were told to write letters, and we got admission in Ghoda Gali Mari. We went there, and I used to cry because we were not used to that tough life. The window panes were broken. We used to have shower with cold water, and it was cold in Mari. It was not as warm as we are here in Karachi. But then it was a good life. I think it enabled us to become strong, to be away from our parents. Because being with the parents also, I'm sorry to say, makes us weak. Because we seem to rely on everything on the parents. We don't have the opportunity of taking our own decisions. We don't have the opportunity of standing our own feet. And we don't have the opportunity of looking after ourselves. चोट लग जाए, भाई दवाई खुद लगाओ. plaster khud lagao, you know. So there are many things which you learn from being in a boarding school, and I think it is good that everyone should go into a boarding school. And the World Bank has analyzed. They say, what did I read? It said the highest achievers are those who go to a boarding school. So this is something important. We don't realize the importance of a boarding school. But inshallah, we will do our best to create, turn young boys into good men, gentlemen. Yes.